And welcome back, everyone. You're watching the Eastern European DPC Division 2 with Harry Freak here. And if you're just joining us, well, we are watching a series between Sigma.YNT and cybercats. Game 1 going towards Sigma, and that is going to be the start of the day here today. We'll see if the series will end with a 2-0 and we'll have a big break, or if maybe, just maybe, these teams will be showing us a bit more, and cybercats take game number 2 and take us into a game 3. I just want to see cybercats when they played against PacChamp. They went into 3 series. I want to see if they won the first one. Let me check that one. Yeah, they won the first one. Okay, that doesn't sound too good, because it shows that once they lose a series, they lose the second one as well. It can be a problem sometimes that it can get into players' heads. Once again, I didn't like the Sigma draft, but they won. Against Rise Esports, though, they lost. I'm not a big fan of, we need to win laning phase and transition into stronger early mid-game drafts, where if you're behind, you really won't be able to make plays. But Sigma, they made it work quite nicely, so I'm really happy they did. That was, I'd say, a decently exciting game number 1. Will we get something more exciting in game number 2? Well, only time will tell. Hopefully, we're going to be getting into the draft soon, and the players are ready to give us more Dota action here at in the first series of the day. We also will have one more series after this one. It is going to be YNT, not Sigma.YNT. It is going to be YNT, the basic one, versus Hydra, who so far have been undefeated. So I think on paper, looking at that series, we are probably gonna be looking at a 2-0. But Hydra have so far won against Sigma.YNT, against X3, and against cybercats. So I'm not so sure that those teams are the right presentation of everyone, but they have been looking the best. Let's put it that way. Okay.
10 seconds remaining.
This is an opening I'm expecting from Virtus Pro 2016. We are in Eastern Europe, so okay, they have that one checked up. But cybercats now, they're going to be needing ways to start the fights to kill someone. Sigma, they go with a strong offlane that needs a little bit of time, so I think this can be punished with a disruptor pick. Not the lane, but the heroes. So let's see, cybercats, what will you get?
10 seconds
I really like that the production is telling us who's the first pick, who's the last pick, and they're actually allowing the viewers to come from the perspective of the professional players. So a professional drafter, he will always talk about 7th pick, 8th pick, right? He's never gonna call it a second pick in the first phase, last pick in the first phase. I personally use that way of talking, even though I did used to play. It's just easier to communicate with people that way. It just what it was in my language in particular. We never used like 7th pick, 8th pick. So, and I think it's much easier for the viewers, but you can now get the experience here, even if you are not sure. Sometimes when the players talk, you can have it right here on your screen. So you are going to be knowing it in the back of your head, even if you're watching some other panels or something along those lines in some other regions. A pro player comes in and saying, on 18, we picked this or something along those lines, right? Or if you're watching some videos of people explaining drafts. So I'm liking that they added that as well. Production has really been nice. They have been helping us out a lot here in terms of casting, in terms of showing us everything on the screen, especially when it's a solo cast. You can't really click on everything. You can't check everything, but they're there. They're there to give us the most information we can have on the screen, so that we can transfer it to you guys, the viewers, much easier. So Tinker will be banned out. Sigma.YNT, they pulled it out once. It seems like they're not going to be playing it again in the Eastern European DPC, because everybody's ready for it. And for you, sorry, but that's not going to happen. Naga Siren. So that's a good solid hero against Rubik as well. Not like there's a lot of things to ban out. So that is nice. Let's see. They ban out the techies. Understandably so. Hoodwink lost again, right? Hoodwink is now like the worst hero ever, and it's being picked up all the time. I really have to check this. Hoodwink. So the only hero that is picked more than Hoodwink is the Treant. Hoodwink is currently 3 and 6. That's going to be 3 and 7 after that one, putting it at like 30% win rate. And that is really, really bad. And people are still going for it quite a lot. Every single series we see it, but we haven't seen it every single game, but it's close. I would like it for cybercats in this game, though. When you have a disruptor in your pick, you want... So here are the two ways. One is very strong team fight so that you can defend every tower. Why? You come with your team fight hero. You stand. They start running away. You pull people with the glimpse. That is an okay way to have it. If it's a hero like a Mars, then you have kill potential as well, right? You jump in, you kill someone, enemy starts running away, you have the glimpse, you get a bonus. Or, so Mars is the best of both worlds, right? But you could have like a Tidehunter, they start running away from tower, you get the glimpse, you get a kill. Or you could have like a Tiny who you're invading the enemy jungle, you get the kill, you burst someone down, and then you chase forward because you've gotten a kill to get them back. So either team fight or burst. Hoodwink, it does give you burst, and it does give you counter initiation good enough so that once the hero is around the tower, the enemies are actually thinking twice about staying there. Okay, so we see a Dawnbreaker. Disruptor is actually a really good hero against the Dawnbreaker. So I'm again liking cybercats draft more. I have to say their execution is not on point, but their drafting in my mind is much better. Is this gonna be a core Dawnbreaker? Is it gonna be a carry Dawnbreaker? I don't know. Could be. Though it also might be a position 5, you know, with something like a sniper, something like a drow. Even though those heroes are not the greatest against the Nagasarni, they can work. Radiance heroes currently aren't very popular, so you're not going to be going for those. We'll see, we'll see. In the lane, the Dawnbreaker could be very strong against the Naga. Bat comes out. I want to see how successful Bat has been in the in Division 2 so far. Because in Division 1, Bat was really bad, right? I think it had like 30% win rate, maybe even less. So here it's 50%. So not great, not awful. We'll go for the Spirit Breaker. So this could be the double offlane of cybercats. Okay, so I'm not sure about the Spirit Breaker. The reason for it is I think they're lacking damage. They're great. They have vision. Spirit Breaker can also get the talent for the extra night vision. Yeah, he has that. It's either armor or that. And people usually go for the armor, and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? But still, it does give vision either way with the charge. So it's good for the glimpse. This is a big Ember game, man. Sometimes we see Bats sometimes win against the Ember in lane, but actually the Ember should be fine. You don't care about the Spirit Breaker. These heroes, they have nothing to catch you with, really. The reason you don't care about the Spirit Breaker, he's coming charging in. You use the Sleight of Fist. The game counts as he has hit you in the Sleight of Fist, but you're invulnerable. You'll come back to the place that you were. His charge stops, and you can get yourself away. Dodging the Disruptor, Glimpse, and everything with the Sleight of Fist, still possible. With the Remnant, still possible. You can go for that one. It's not that hard to do so. You do build into a BKB. And actually, this is a very good Ember game. The only way this is going to be a bad Ember game if he gets crushed in the lane. And you're probably laning against the Bat.
10 seconds remaining.
So it is going to be the Darkseer banned out. I would be okay if cybercats would finish with something like a Dark Willow. And then you put the Spirit Breaker in position 3. I'd like something like that. Because I think you have nothing for the Ember. And you need to be able to deal with him. Embers is also very nice at dealing with illusions, I'd say.
Remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So, what's going to be the next ban? I like the Darkseer. That's nice. It would allow cybercats to continue running in. And Bat does like having a hero that allows him to move faster. Get out or get in, doesn't matter. It's really bad for cybercats that Sigma have the last pick, so they're gonna know where this bat is going, where the spirit breaker is going, and they can respond accordingly. There's a lot of things you have to deal with, you know, Naga Siren in particular, but we'll see. I mean, the drow can work. I like the drow. Both drow and the sniper seem pretty solid. They ban out the SF. That would be the melee hero that actually deals well with illusions with both physical and magical damage. And the mixture is the best one you can have against the Naga. She's going to have a ton of armor, but you need a carry that's going to be doing physical because of the other ones, but you need someone maybe that's going to do some magical damage as well. Drow and the sniper, they don't do that much magical damage, especially not the drow, but you do have the piercing shot on the drow, so you do go through the added armor if you want to. Cybercats, I really don't know where they're taking this. This is a flexible draft currently, so not sure. I would like some damage. Okay, so that's what I would like to see. Or some overwhelming team fight, right? Picking a Tidehunter into a Doom, probably not the greatest of ideas. I really didn't like the 16th and the 17th pick for Cybercats, the third and the fourth there in the second phase. And the Ember was just the perfect response. Okay, so they're gonna go for the overwhelming team fight. Spirit Breaker and Enigma do seem like pretty solid heroes. So you have Drow, you have Sniper. But man, Sniper is big.
10 seconds remaining.
You picked up an Enigma into a Dawnbreaker.
5 seconds
Also could be a Dawnbreaker
remaining.
carry. She crushes you in lane, but support crushes you in lane as well. So either way, you're Cybercats. It is a Naga Siren Disruptor and
select your heroes.
and the Enigma, so you have that one to set up for you. But it is gonna be another Marcy pick. So they're going for kills here in this lane. Not sure I like the Marcy that much here. I would have preferred the range hero. It is nice. You get the BKB. You get on top of the Naga. You do a mixture of physical and magical damage because of the pulses. But there is 2 BKB piercing disables. So Chira and Jess V, they just need to sit on the Marcy. Give vision. Alberca sending in illusions. Not sure. I'm going to be going for Sigma here just because they won the previous match. For me, they have been looking like the better team. Cybercats haven't been looking the greatest. I'm not a fan of either of the last picks, but I think there's more room for error on the side of Cybercats as well. It could be amazing if you get a Sleep, Static Storm, Black Hole. Overall, you know, you have that teamfight potential. So I would like this Naga Siren to get involved early on. But if he doesn't, it's going to be a problem. He might even get out-farmed by the Marcy, and then it is going to be an issue. Lanes are, again, pretty solid for Sigma. If they don't make any big mistakes, especially in the mid lane, they're going to be fine. Yeah, I'm going to be going for them. I think this is going to be a 2-0. I really am kind of disappointed in Cybercats. They used to have a really strong lineup. Now, they don't have that bad of in terms of a lineup, but they're just not playing too well together. But before we do get into the game, like always, we need to hear a word from our lovely sponsors over at TGB.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600. Cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
And there we are, the game has started and both of the teams are in a smoke. We see 10 players smoking, but not the unhealthy kind. This can be only unhealthy to your enemies. I'm just kidding, it can be problematic to you. And see Kuropatic, he has gambled, but the enemies have lost. They're gonna be placing a ward there, trying to go for a kill. They're in a position that YNT, or that Cybercats will not expect for you. Denying his ward here. He's baiting the enemies to come forward. Come on, Bat. Come on, let's do it. Imagine if 4U gets a first blood. It's a disaster. Cybercats are going to have such a bad time. Chira is coming. Ward is going to be taken down.
The battle begins.
I'm having some... see if everything is gonna be fine. Jess V is gonna be running in place. Okay, everything looks okay now. We are gonna be continuing here in game number 1. Nothing much happened. The ward did get denied. Sentry was placed there, but they didn't find the ward of the bat. So overall, it is gonna be a pretty fine start for both teams. No first blood happened. So this bottom lane, Rubik and the Doom, they really need to be able to deal with the illusions. You are probably going to be using the Fade Bolt to take him down. So it's not going to be the easiest lane for Sigma, but the Doom should be farming. I don't really see the Naga and the Disruptor killing him. The Disruptor can be a big damage. The top lane is going to be probably the most interesting one because there's skill potential on both sides. YNT, they can go in, potentially kill the Enigma, but the other side, they have really good potential of turning it around. So that is something that you have to be wary of. If you go too deep, you're probably not going to be going for the Spirit Breaker, and then he just starts punching you. A couple of bashes, charge. If the Eidolons are alive, you can easily die on either Vanscore or Violent. Even though these two ladies, they are very, very strong. Different kind of approaches, you know. Dawnbreaker, strong, you know. Squats, like 200 kilos. 4 reps, of course. And then you have the Marcy. You know, she looks cute, man, but when she starts jumping around, you're going to know that this is no... ordinary girl. Violent jumps to the side there. They're just showing off the skills. Because not really much there to show from that one. And we are going to be seeing a pause. We'll see what's the problem. It is going to be Discord. It is going to be an issue there. Yeah, today there were... I'm going to check that one right now. There were supposed to be some penalties in terms of draft, so I haven't noticed them, but maybe they're gonna be for the second game. Okay, cybercats did have a problem there. Anyways, Kuropatic is getting low. Let's see if he can survive this one. No, he cannot. I wasn't expecting a kill to happen there, but it did. So guys, cybercats had a penalty level 2 for the full match. So they're gonna have it for game 3 as well, even if this one goes, because they didn't leave their camera on during the whole match. So that is the reasoning. And for the next series, we're gonna have also some penalties there for the teams. Sorry for not acknowledging that a little bit earlier. Forgot about it, but yeah, the reserve times were a bit smaller there on cybercats. Might be affecting their drafts as well, but they came prepared. They knew that it was gonna happen, so they're gonna be fine. This Ember is crushing the mid lane for you. He's doing a great job. Still, he needs to be careful now. You know, Bat gets level 3 and start being in trouble. They're gonna get Queasy here in the bottom lane, but he will not die. Kuropatic, but he's not the one that's getting gone on. He's gonna be fine. But he has to go for the Scorched Earth to live. This lane is hard for Sigma. Last time around, they did start off by losing the lane at the start. What I would like to point out really is the top lane. You know, no matter how much you're losing the bottom lane, you gave a kill and everything. If you look at the top lane, there's 11 CS on the Dawn. So Dawn is doing quite well for herself, and the Marcy is farming so well, and Enigma is just struggling. Enigma is not a hero that has a built-in Midas like a Doom, so I wouldn't want to be in the skin of the Enigma, or I'd rather be a Doom in this game that is slightly suffering in the lane. Naga Siren is farming well. So people tend to think that Naga crushes. Okay, let's look at the odds. They're completely even in this game, so let's see how that ends. Vanscore being charged up, doesn't care. Coming to us if you dare. He does not. But the thing about the Naga Siren, this hero is strong in the ultra late game, in the late game, in any part of the game, if you are constantly moving ahead if you are doing well. But if you start falling behind, it is a problem, right? You need to be that one item ahead. That is why the hero does have illusions and has the innate farming ability. But if you start falling behind, it's a problem. So having a good laning stage for a Naga Siren is always nice, because this is not a hero that doesn't contribute at all. You can come into the fights with a sleep, but other than that, you are pushing in the lanes, and that's going to be the big thing for cybercats. You need to push in the lanes. Your big team fight is there, but connecting with all of your heroes, it's much harder than for the other team. Wheezy is going to get a glimpse back, and he's going to die from the glimpse damage. Force Major might pay with his life because of it. Kuropatic, though, will be fine there. Does have the Ice Ogre Mage armor on himself, so should not be able to be taken down. But it's still not a comfortable lane for him whatsoever. He's thinking about going forward, and Force Major made the mistake of hitting him, so he's going to be slowing himself. And Kuropatic, he makes the ground burn, but Force Major, he's going to be okay for now. He survives. Vanscore, going to be getting some vision into the enemy triangle there. Understandably so. There might be some stacks being made for the bat, and you want to be able to invade that once the time comes. So we'll see if that comes into play later on. That is a big thing, because you place it now and you're thinking of using it maybe in 3, 4, 5 minutes. Cybercats are not gonna know. They're like, has anyone been to this area lately? Nope. Okay, I'm gonna farm, and then suddenly you die and give away all of the ancients to the enemies. Sigma, they did do a good job in the previous game, contesting the stacks or taking the stacks for themselves. Chura. Fish Chains connects. Here comes the charge from Jesvi, but that's not gonna be doing anything still for you. Needs to be careful. He's gonna go to the Remnant. He'll be fine. They're not gonna get the glimpse of Vanscore. He seems to be getting out of range as well, and no glimpses will be coming out from the Disruptor, even with the chase, even with the vision. He just doesn't have the levels currently to catch them. This is gonna leave the Doom alone in the bottom lane. The ability to catch up a bit, and they can't really do much to Alberca. So this Naga Siren pick really is working out. He's now gonna be smacked down a little bit with the Ruby coming in, but that's about it. His life is not going to be in any kind of danger. So far so good for Cybercats. Their Naga is farming. Their Enigma is getting levels. Their bat as well. Problem is, this Naga is going to be needing to push out the waves quite a lot. And that is the thing, you're playing against the Dawnbreaker, so pushing out the waves isn't always going to be easy. Jesvi gonna be stacking the Ancients. They have not been blocked. Vanscore, he cannot get there in time. Actually, he can. He does block the Ancients. Very nicely done by Vanscore, just in time, so only one Ancient stack so far for the bat. They should be knowing there's a ward in the area, but you can't really guess where it is. It could be on the high ground, they're protecting their triangle. It could be on the high ground, it is. And it could be somewhere onto the camp. So you're not aware, and it's just hard to find out. 1k gold lead for Sigma. And it's probably going to be increasing because of the Doom. No matter how much you shut him down, he's going to get his Midas. He's going to have the Devour. He's going to be rich. So you're not shutting this hero down in terms of gold, but 1k gold lead, Cybercats, they're not going to be too mad about giving that one away. Enigma going for a mech, I like that. You do want to have the Guardian Greaves in this one, especially because of the Ember and his chains. Charge onto Violent. They don't have the Black Hole just yet. They have the Malice at Fist. It will come out, but Violent will be fine. So no big problems there. He's going to be giving out some little tips to the enemies there, and Chira does find the ward, does tag the Ancients, and that's going to be big for Cybercats, so they're not going to be invaded. Batrider doesn't have the lasso. He does have the skill point. If you guys don't know, sometimes you're not sure if you're calculating things right, you can just look at the talent tree. If it's glowing, like you see it right now, no pulsating, that means that the hero has not spent their point there. If you just don't want to calculate. I know. Okay, now he doesn't have it any longer because he got the third point in the Firefly. Anyways, Jesvi, he did go for a charge in, and now he's gonna pay. So finally, Sigma, they get themselves on the board 8.5 minutes in. It has taken them a long time, but finally they're gonna be eating smoked veal there. Ember more than happy with getting that kill. It was already doing well, and he's a big deal here. This is the thing. Space creating heroes for Cybercats. The Batrider in particular, not having the greatest game. Ember, on the other hand, is having a good time so far. But it is Sigma that need to apply pressure. Gonna be Queasy finding the illusions there, but Alberca, even without those, is gonna be fine for you. Diving in the mid lane, there is no charge. They'll get the lasso on the top lane. This is a very dead Marcy, even with the sidekick there. For you? Really? You really want this? Okay, he wants to go for that remnant and then go back. And because of the bash, he couldn't get the damage. Either way, he wouldn't have been able to get the kill. The level 1 remnant doesn't do 200 damage, so Jesvi was fine either way. But it is still gonna be feeling kind of frustrating when you're going for your cool little play that you get bashed. Nice moves from cybercats. Getting a kill for a bat is actually pretty big. And Ember, during that time, he was just wasting time chasing down the Spirit Breaker instead of getting some farm. So now you have equalized the mid lane. The Doom is the highest farmed hero on the side of Sigma. It is natural, but he's the one that has lost his lane. So you are... you're not too happy if you're Sigma. Your playmaking potential is getting limited, and the spells on cybercats, they are coming through. Van score being chased down. Chira, this is gonna be an easy kill for him, and the last hit from the Starbreaker, the stun one, doesn't come through. Chira will get an easy grab. Charge into the mid lane. Here comes the cow. Jesvi going through everything. This Rubik, he does have the lift, so he can stop that one. Slide of his chains, though, would have caught him either way, but Wheezy, he's not gonna be risking it. I have to say though, that shows that you don't have faith in your teammate, because you don't want to be using a level 1 telekinesis to stop the charge. It's a little bit too long of a cooldown. So stacks coming through again. Cybercats, they're still behind in goal, but they are playing against the Doom, so they're happy. They're Naga Siren, still topping the network chart, working towards that first item, the Manta style. We'll see if it's going to be a Manta Heart or it's going to be a Manta Orchid Heart. I actually am fine with the Orchid in this game. Ember is not going to have a BKB all that early. This is a nice smoke. Sigma, they want to get more kills. They're coming towards the top lane. They're going into the black hole, though. You have to be careful what you do. Going on to Zeneca, there is going to be lasso used immediately. Static Storm, Ember Spirit, he's going to have to be left there. What do I do? No, what are you doing, Violet? Running into the black hole. Solar Guardian is going to be used, and it's going to stop the black hole. I'm going in because I want to fight. Can't kill the Enigma, does have enough armor. He might be able to kill the Disruptor. No, it's going to be 3 kills for the side of Cybercats, and Sigma, they only get a small support running into a black hole. A very, very, very bad move there. Thinking Solar Guardian was gonna help, but it wasn't even close. Enigma also got a mech in that fight, so there was no chance in hell that you're bringing Zeneca down.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Sigma, they need this Doom. They need a Doom to be used. If he's gonna be a Doom that doesn't use his ulti until minute 20, it's gonna be a problem. That's not gonna be a problem for us because we're gonna be seeing game number 3. So let's go. Don't use that Doom. Just kidding. We want action. Kropatich gets the Doom off, but the Firefly was used. He's way too fast. Like, what is happening? You should be doomed. Nope. I'm the speedy one. I'm gonna be getting myself out. Jesvi says, okay, guys, you used your ulti. You need to be getting a kill. And he's gonna be a nice guy to give it to the enemies. Does give a Bulldoze level 2 to the Rubik. Pretty much a useless spell for him if he would run in. It will still just die to the damage. Cybercats, they should be very, very happy with how the early game went. They're leading. They are dodging the Dooms. They're getting the kills. They're pushing the top tower. Everything is going well. Every little thing is going well. Alberca is just having a grand time. It's going to be a very early Manta. You couldn't hope for better, right? Maybe a little bit better in the mid lane for a bat, but considering that with his rotations, he did manage to catch up to the Ember. You are in such a good spot right now if you're Cybercats. Sigma, they have to change something. Violent, this time around you go into a Battle Fury. You get super strong. It's not gonna be winning the game. Van score does come forward. Violent is there. He is gonna be sent back, and he will pull back the Disruptor as well. We'll be losing the Dawnbreaker there. No buyback. The Glimpse stolen one. Batrider is not gonna be a part of this fight, so that should be at least a kill onto Force Majeure. Nope, with the mech it's gonna be fine. Ember comes over. Is he gonna be catching anyone? No. The creeps don't even die there because of the glyph, and the rest of Cybercats, they are out. They get 1 kill and they bail. Kuropatich. Wants the tower. Help is coming as well for cybercats, as it is for Kuropatic. Doesn't have the doom, but with the disruptor being here, they have the lasso. Kuropatic has nowhere to go, no doom, and he will just burn. Hell doesn't burn as much as I do. They do have the lasso. We'll try to pull him there. It seems like he was given some HP there from the Solar Guardian, but not enough, and Kuropatic will die. They do get the tower in the process, so Sigma, it's not the worst thing in the world. They got a kill as well, but still, they're losing a core. They're gaining a support. Opening up the map, sure, gonna be useful there for the Marcy once she does have the Battle Fury. But look at Violent. He is struggling in this one. Last time around, at this point, he already had a Battle Fury, and he was already farming quite a lot with it. In this game, a 15-minute Battle Fury, he might not even get it then. Alberca, Manta already done. Charge onto the Ember. He's gonna have the Sleight of Fist in a second, so we'll be able to dodge that one, and the charge will stop. So he understands he's probably not gonna be getting onto that one. Just lets it go. Patic. Wait for a BKB. Gonna have it fairly soon. That's gonna be a big one for sure. When you look at cybercats, their damage output, their physical damage output without the Naga Siren is very limited. Even with the Naga Siren is limited. Oh, Jesvi gonna get Glimpse back. He still has his ulti. And that is a dead Rubik. Surrounded by 5 heroes. Cybercats bring everyone for Rubik. A bit of an overkill, you know, but just to be sure, they're gonna show Sigma. Everyone is a friend on the side of cybercats, and no one will be left alone. Marcy still no, but it's gonna be a 16-minute one, maybe even later than that. Ooh. Not good, not good. 5.6k net worth, the top lane. Dawnbreaker was getting a lot on the Eidolons, but the Dawnbreaker was killing them. It wasn't the Marcy, and now the Marcy is suffering because of it. So overall, when you look at those two, they have a ton of gold between them. The Enigma has more than the Marcy that had a Dawnbreaker on her side. 1k gold lead for cybercats playing against the Doom. They're very happy. Vanscore, Solar Guardian will be ready. He's going for a max, so he wants to go full defense here to make sure that he's keeping his teammates alive. Bulldoze again will be stolen. This Rubik really wants to use his head to go forward, which is it just doesn't suit his hero. With the Spirit Siphon from the Death Prophet, sometimes you can. Vanscore shows off the blink. They're gonna charge the Doom. He has the BKB. Let's go. Thinking about the Doom there, but he understands that Shira is way too fast. They're gonna send the Dawnbreaker away with the Glimpse. Gonna be taking a lot of damage from that one, but Vanscore will be fine either way. Mirror Image has been stolen. Rubik. There's gonna be a couple of Rubiks here. Igrali Putev with dodge list. Oh, so Rubik giving vision with the mirror image. Is there a great spell that you can steal in this game? Black hole? Is that it? Like static storm? But is there a spell that you steal that you want to have constantly? Not really. That is a problem for Rubik. You always want to have a farming spell or a mobility spell. In this game, you have neither. And mirror image isn't a farming spell on the Rubik. It is a farming spell on a agility hero with a lot of stats. But on a Rubik, he's not an agility hero, and he's definitely not a hero with a lot of stats. Bat has that blink, didn't work out too well. He did get the 9-second BKB of the Doom away, but overall it's a Doom. He's gonna have a refresher soon enough, considering his farming speed. Okay, so now they're pressuring. Sigma, they see they're not getting too many kills, but they understand that cybercats, their damage is not that high. And for cybercats to get kills, they need to be using their ulti. So you try to eye on the enemy side of the map. I like that. I really like that. It's if there's like a black hole static storm used on the top lane and you're close to the tower, you get the kill. Okay, there's the static storm. They didn't really use the okay, Kuropatic, he wants this kill. Force Major, you're not getting out of this one. Gonna be taking a lot of damage. Just a couple of more hits. Vanscore in the mid lane. Even with the mech, you're not gonna be surviving. Alberca comes over and Chira gets the kill. That is gonna be the lasso. Actually, not the lasso used. He's just gonna have it in 10 seconds right now. So nice kill there, while Sigma are responding to the top lane. In the mid lane, cybercats are already making a move. That's 2 charges of the BKB of the Doom already out. Enigma wants the Octarine. Okay, so this to me says that he doesn't want to fight too early, right? He just wants to fight over and over again, and cybercats want to continue spreading the map. That is actually a good plan. You have a Spirit Breaker to connect, to catch people. You have a Naga Siren that's going to be pushing out the lanes. You have Boots of Travel on the bat. Makes sense. Makes sense for you to want to be fighting always on the side lanes and have the numbers advantage. And that you can always do it. Okay. I'll go with it. I want to see how it goes. Shira does have the arcane rune
Dire's middle tower
as
is under attack.
the lasso as well. Will you take the bait, Violent? Violent doesn't have a BKB. Not easy hero to kill. Okay, the bat is behind. Shira needs to be careful if he comes here alone, but the charge is coming through. Here comes the cow. Queasy hasn't been seen, but they found the bat. The Ember is coming over. You just dead, Jesse. No! He just saved him. That would have been a bonus. Okay. I guess he just wanted to use the spell. Doesn't matter. Orchid is down on the Naga Siren though. So now the Emperor is in trouble. Marcy's in trouble. Doesn't have the BKB just yet. Both of these heroes can very easily die. Naga Siren is not a hero to be underestimated. Top lane. Charge onto Kuropatic. Malefice is being annoying to him. Threatening there with a black hole. Zenica thinking about it. And there it is. He'll go for it. Doom does have a BKB. Solar Guardian will be protecting it. Here it comes. You have gone a little bit too far. Wants to get the Doom onto Alberca. Won't be able to do it. Now he knows which is the real one. Actually, he has no freaking idea. Now they're gonna know all of the illusions are dead. Alberca threatening with the song. He opens his mouth, but he decides you are not worthy of my beautiful voice. And he'll be getting himself away. The kill does go the way of cybercats. They do invest the black hole, but they didn't want that hero. It is going to be the 7-second BKB on the Doom gone, so now he only has 6 seconds. I'd argue it's not that big of a deal. You just want to be removing the silence, want to be getting your Doom off, and then you're going to be fine. A couple of spells are going to go through BKB, but you need to control the Doom, you need to control the Marcy. It's not going to be easy.
Are scanning.
Okay, heard the Orchid. They're in Roche. Cybercats taking that one. Sigma, they have the Doom, they have the Unleash, but they don't have their BKBs running into the Sleep and a Static Storm. They understand the dangers. Even without the Black Hole, it is dangerous territory. Sigma are coming over. Vanscore just gonna run in, jump in. What a big one. They're gonna Doom the Disruptor. Okay. And the Disruptor will die. Alberca is singing, but no, it's gonna be the Rubik singing it as well. It's gonna be shot back there. We don't wanna hear it, Rubik, and they won't. That flame break might have just saved their lives. Really, you gave that to the Rubik? Ooh, that is something that should never happen. But now straight into the Roche pit. Sigma, what a jump, Kuropatic. He just found it there with a blink and the stomp. And this is going to be something you're going to have to care for. Cybercats, it seems like they weren't ready. They're like, these guys, they can't fight us. We're going to win. I'm not sure if I like the Doom onto the Disruptor, but it made sure that you cannot lose the fight. And it seems like to be good enough. Shadow Amulet on Jesvi. No, he's not ruining, guys. Alberca, he has the signs, but the Illusion Rune is there for you. Is he going forward? He's thinking about it. He's going to be sent back with the Flame Break, and that's going to be it. Alberca twice in a row is going to be saved by that one. Illusion Rune, very, very beneficial there for the Ember. If he doesn't have it, he'll probably loses the Aegis. So Rubik still staying with the song. Imagine that. Imagine a black hole comes out, you sleep them, and then you steal the black hole, and then you black hole all of them. He didn't even have the Ether Lens when he stole that one, so that's really weird. Kuropatic pops the BKB. Let's go. Everyone is here to assist. Ember comes over, Sleight of Fist chains, and a jump in from the Doom. You wanted my life, but now you will burn. And Spirit Breaker running away. He's going to have a charge in 5 seconds. Tries to go for a TP out with the Shadow Amulet. He will be successful at his plan, and finally he finishes off the Shadow Blade as well, so no longer will he have the Shadow Amulet shenanigans there. BKB done on the Marcy, BKB will be done on the Ember as well. There it is. The items for Sigma are coming through. Cybercats, their lack of damage, it is becoming apparent. They can still control the map, they can still push out the waves. They have this overwhelming team fight. But Sigma, things are starting to look better for them. Alberca might get caught. He's going to be fine for now. If he gets pulled back there, this Marcy, not to be underestimated. With the Unleash, the damage is going to be insane. 12 to 8. Cybercat still leading in kills. There is going to be a song on the Rubik in 30. 25 for the Naga Siren. Now you start working towards the heart. That heart is the time where your illusions become a serious issue for Sigma. Until then, Sigma want to apply as much pressure as they possibly can. He's gonna have the song for just a couple of seconds there. His ulti, it is expiring. I think he stole it when it was only level 1 ulti, so only 180 seconds. I think it was 180, 240, 300. So let's see, for you. Once the boots of travel, understandable. Oh, ulti onto him. Still has the Aegis. Probably not going to be popping the BKB. Okay, he is. He turns around with the BKB. Here comes the Solar Guardian. It'll be really bad if you lose Alberca right now. And you will be losing it because multiple BKB is around him. And in the end, he dies to the last Steel Hammer. Just V again surviving because of the invis. But we'll let you live, Kyle. Just so that you can see your carry fall. That is the first time that he dies in this game. It's a disaster. What was stolen is the Thunder Strike. Rubik not too happy about it. He's going to be getting a shard like that. Big thing in this game is actually the kinetic field. You can't pull people out of it. You cannot force people out of it. Marcy, if she jumps, she's gonna be stopping on it. You cannot jump over it. Those are all big things the kinetic field can do. Force Majeure, he's working towards an Aghanim Scepter. That's gonna be an overwhelming team fight that Sigma can do nothing about, right? I guess maybe an Aghanims on the Dawnbreaker, and that's actually a great counter. I would give so much gold to the Dawn, and he is farming, but he didn't go for a max, so he's not going to be rushing on that one. Hopefully the Observer will let us see how fast he'll be able to get it. Marcy still has a 9-second BKB. Ember, he just used his 9-second one. And didn't even lose the Aegis there, and he's gonna have it for another minute 20. Bottom lane, Spirit Breaker goes invis. Do they have a dust? Do they have a sentry? Dust against Bulldoze, they last only a couple of seconds, so sometimes it's just not useful to use it at all. Gonna have a charge in 4 seconds. Doesn't have that one maxed out. Kuropotic, I'm gonna burn everything. He's going through it, but they found Jess V. Dust will be coming out. They found him. The stuns are there. Bulldoze is not gonna be allowing him to be stunned for long, but it's not gonna prevent the damage from coming through. Vanscore gets the kill in the end. This Dawnbreaker is gonna be a problem. Imagine once you get an Aghanims, you don't really buy a Monkey, you don't buy a BKB on the Naga Sarn that's 60% blind. You do no damage. Let's say you get a Black Hole Static Storm on like 5 heroes, like on 4 heroes, and Solar Guardian is coming. You're not gonna kill them. That's just how it goes. I guess Batrider will have to do some heavy lifting. We'll see what he can do in this one. Top lane are taking a lot of damage, but Sigma, they've already taken the bottom one down. Doom going for the Octarines. He's gonna be having it fairly soon. Marcy coming forward. Hello, Force Majeure. And he's gonna be pulled back. He has been charged. The Rubik is coming in. He's gonna go head first into this Disruptor. And he's easily gonna be taken down. Stolen Thunderstrike. Maybe should have stayed with the charge, but I don't know how long he would have had it for. Sigma definitely doing well. Cybercats. And Naga is still topping the network chart, so he's not dropping down. The problem is Marcy is gaining a lot of gold. Does have the heart. Illusions now start to become a problem, but the team fight itself, Cybercats, they have the spells, but you don't have the initiation. You need someone to go in, you need someone to create chaos. Sigma, they don't have to panic because they have the Solar Guardian. They can survive. And Marcy has found the bat, going for Chira. Not gonna be focusing too much on that one. This gets on. Stop it. The lasso does come through. That is a mistake. He needs the BKB to come off. He needs it right now. The black hole will come out, but it's not gonna be cancelled out. Now there's gonna be a static storm in the back line. They've gotten a big kill. Ember doesn't have the Aegis any longer, and they need to run. BKB TP out. Kuropatic will be able to get himself out. The Nether Strike just doesn't come out in time, and it is gonna be 2 kills for the side of Cybercat. Sigma, they get nothing. Overdives usually are not gonna work. He was greedy on the 9-second BKB, but Solar Guardian just not gonna be good enough for you. Cybercats, they get a fight win, and this is important for them. Every single time you get a fight. Oh, I don't like what little Burka is doing. I want to see those illusions on the lanes. Big thing, and the main reason why Sigma are nicely in control of this game is this mid lane tower. It's allowing them to defend the Roche. It's allowing them to move quite nicely around the map. Okay. We are going to be getting disconnected out of Dota. Everything is going to be fine. It seems like the players didn't have any issues. Overall, everything is okay. Let's see now. Vanscore in the mid lane, going for a Lotus. Oh man, I really would like the Aghanims. That's not a glimpse that you wanted to use. You gave him steps there. That'll be fine because of it. And we are back now with all of our info on the screen. I love that we have this great production that is constantly working for us. Even when Dota is up against us, it doesn't matter because we have some big people back in the scene making sure that everything is going to be right. And now Sigma, they want to make sure that everything is going to be right for them. They found the disruptor, and the disruptor will not be found ever again. He's going to be taken down. The Marcy comes in and she just kicks him in the face there, and that's going to be force majeure, just dead. Oh, the side lanes are pushed in though, so this smoke from Sigma, it's really not going to be giving them that much. Cybercats are gonna be happier with the outcome of the sequence of events now. Vanskor in the bottom lane does have the Guardian Greaves to remove the Silencer. Kropatic is coming over. He's gonna have the Blink. He has found the Naga Star. He wants to use the Doom. And now he knows which the real one is. He has got a Doom onto the real one. And here comes Vanskor. He is not that good in terms of HP, so he needs to get away. But look at the Naga Star. She's dropping down. Vanskor is still being charged very low. Might actually be taken down, but Jesvi doesn't have the guts to continue. And that's gonna be a big kill for Sigma. Doom used properly, and they're gonna be getting a kill on the biggest hero. As soon as the Naga is dead, now he can deal with the side lanes. Invis from Jesvi is gonna be protecting him once again. This is invincibility, not invisibility for the Spirit Breaker. He just cannot be taken down. Kinetic Field is a nice spell for the Rubik. That is actually a nice spell for sure. Oh, Batrider, Ogre Seal Totem, charge was used, they're gonna stop. Doesn't want to go for Kuropatic, who's gonna have a refresher fairly soon. Considering you're a Doom, you're gonna be farming like mad. They're trying to deal with the side lanes. Bottom lane, they did get pushed in by the Dawnbreaker, by the Emperor. Top lane now, it's gonna be Violent there. 8-second BKB. So it's gonna be quite healthy there. Who's hiding in the trees? It is gonna be the Doom and the Rubik there in the vicinity, protecting the Marcy. And Zeneca decides to get out. Is going for a Blink, so it's not going to be an Octarine core. Just has the Ether Lens. It's always nice to have that extra cast range on the Black Hole, but I think in this game in particular he didn't need it. I like the idea of the Octarine core while they were winning. Now when they're losing, he really does need that Blink. But actually it might be the Naga Siren that should get it. We'll see. For now, it's gonna be the Enigma getting it. So Emperor going for a Sanjin Kaya Shiva. I'd like Sanjin Kaya. It's fine. I think the idea here is just to kill the Disruptor before he can do much in a fight. Not so sure about it. I just like him to go for a Shiva. We'll see what he decides in the end. Oh, that's not Sanjin Kai. It's gonna be a refresher. Okay, that one I'm fine with. You are an Emperor. Blink, Enigma, done. Mindbreaker, Foil Burka. That's probably the best item you can get. He's gonna have a Butterfly now, which is actually quite big. Helps you against the Marcy. Marcy, not the worst hero to buy an MKB on, so I can expect Valiant to go for that one. Not go for a Daedalus, but just go for an MKB once he does see the Butterfly in play. And also, oh, actually, Emperor is going for a Sanjin Kaya. No refresher there. Jesvi caught, stunned up. You're gonna have a Bulldoze. That's gonna have a charge. He actually has the shard there, so he's gonna be able to take something on him. I don't know if you can take the Doom onto yourself. I think you actually can. That's gonna be nice. If you can do it. If you guys don't know what the shard does for the Spirit Breaker, you can intercept the spell and it goes towards you.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They're going for the Disruptor, Force Majeure. He's looking like he's gonna die. Kinetic Field in a couple of seconds. He has been found. There's gonna be an Infernal Blade, and he will burn to his death. Or will he? Oh, the big tosses himself in. They see Vision, and he's giving the kill to his teammate. I really didn't like that. It took way too long because you just want your Doom to get the kill. Be a good Rubik. We all know what Rubiks are good at. They're good at taking kills. I want to see what the shard is called actually. So Planner Pocket.
Never refuse gold given.
Oh yeah, you redirect the next ability, the targeted one.
Radiant's top tower is under
So you
attack.
can redirect the Doom. Makes sense. It is gonna be a smoke from Sigma. Obviously, they're not bringing their Dawnbreaker, but they have the double doom. This Dawnbreaker is so farmed. Oh man, look at the Bat and the Enigma. They're just so weak. The damage output from cybercats, they're gonna have big issues with those. You're dealing with the mech, Guardian Greaves, and of course the Solar Guardian. Okay, smoke is gonna be broken. Naga Siren. It does have the Bloodthorn, so I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of that one. Whoever is caught, the illusions will do enough damage. That's what you want to do. You want to kill one hero. The strength of Sigma is not that strong if they lose a hero, because you have a good chase on the side of cybercats. So Lasso is going to be a big deal. If Alberca can get on top of someone, he'll be able to kill him. Sigma, once their smoke is broken, they play it easy. They get out on the map. Doom, they have a double Doom now. It's going for a shard, so wants the Infernal Blade to be doing more. And he wants an Aghanims. AoE Ag's gonna be quite big. You can run into the black hole. You don't even have to target anyone. You don't have to be thinking about the planner pocket at all. So you're gonna be fine. 10 seconds. It's gonna be nighttime. Charge was used for you. It's a little bit defended there, but they're gonna go with the lasso, trying to kill him. Where's the Solar Guardian? It's coming through, but it's not healing him at all. And here comes the black hole. Everyone is just being dragged into it. They lost their course. They can't do the damage. Y&T, they're just gonna have to run it. This is gonna be the Doom used on the Bat. At least they can maybe get some kill, but it even might be a deny coming out for them there. And that's gonna be a disaster for Sigma. Oh man, he does get denied as well. Everything is taken from you. Kuropatic, you want to get away. He's going to be using the refresher and the BKB, thinking maybe he can go on Jess V. But with the Invis again, he's going to be invincible. But in the end, it is going to be the Thunder Strike that follows him. Electricity, the thunderclouds, they don't care that they can't see you. If they're on top of you, they can very easily take your life. That's going to be so big with the Ember dying without getting anything off. Sigma just run in like madman, and they get dealt with easily from cybercats, who do lose 2 heroes in the end, so it's not the worst thing in the world there. Doom doesn't have the BKB, does have one more ulti. Wants to use it. Unleash on the Marcy is going to be available as well. They need to be dealing with this a little bit faster. Kuropatic on the high ground. Rubik can't get him down, but he's dying to the Midnight Pulse. He needs to get himself away. He's going to go with the TP. Roche is dropping down, and that's going to be the Aegis Shard for the Naga Siren. Who does he give the shard to? Does he leave it with himself? It is quite a nice Enigma shard. Is he gonna give it to the Disruptor just to buff him? I haven't seen a Disruptor shard for a very long time. For now, he is indecisive, and he decides that he is the one that needs it. Alberca continuing to look really strong, and that Hex, that's gonna be the item that takes you into the late game and continues to make you the strongest one in the game. With the Hex and the Bloodthorn, he might not even need the Bat to finish people off. They're gonna be needing those A on this, on Sigma, but they're coming forward. Enigma, where do you think you're going? I'm going wherever I want because I'm protected by Alberca. With the song, he's gonna be making sure that his buddy's okay. And Zenica gets out of that one without any issues. You still want to delay a little bit, because in 40 seconds, there is gonna be another black hole and you have the Aegis. But Sigma, they're not happy with it. They wanna fight right here, right now. Side lanes, mid lane, all of it is being dealt with, so cybercats, they're gonna know. They're showing themselves in the mid lane for the time being. Alberca not gonna be spotted just yet, since the illusions. It's a problem. They're not allowing Sigma to get into a fight. Very big deal. Ever since he got that hard, the split pushing has gone well for them. Ember, smoke with Spirit Breaker, an Invis, going for an Aghanims. That's gonna be a big one. You do get towards it. Jess V.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Where do you go? Hiding in the trees there. They're waiting for the Ember. He's already out. He went to the other side of the map where there's a lot of teammates and where he'll be protected. Cybercats, we can see that they're favored to win this one. With the overwhelming team fight, you need good Dooms. You need a good jump, Sigma. Problems with Sigma's lineup. They don't have vision, and they don't have good ways to push out the waves. So the waves are being constantly pushed into them, and they're always gonna have to show themselves. So that means the cybercats are gonna have the edge when it comes to initiation. Of course, if you get the right initiation on Sigma, you can still win the fight, but you're just not gonna be in a position to do so. It seems like the Naga Siren is going for the Swift Blink. Yep, Blink Dagger, Blink Song, Sigma, if they get 2-3 heroes together, they are gone. They are literally instantly gone.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Nagasarian does find the Ninja Gear as well, so doesn't have to use the boots. We'll have some added movement speed. Chira, Force Majeure, they want Violent, they're gonna get the lasso. Here comes the Kinetic Field, Static Storm as well. He cannot pop the BKB, and he's looking very much dead. The Black Hole onto the two heroes as well. They're not too cores, but one of them is. And where do you think you're going, Queasy? You're going to the afterlife to join the other three of your heroes. Cybercats, they win a big fight. They win it easily. Now, with an Aghanims on the Disruptor, the fights are almost impossible for Sigma. They had their timing. They lost it. They were looking like they were ahead. But Cybercats, they survived through it. Now Sigma, they're gonna be needing a miracle to stay in this game. They're gonna be needing some A on this. They're gonna be needing ways to survive. And whenever they get initiated on,
Dire's middle tower
this is how the fight ends. Also, even if you initiate properly and you don't get a couple of kills instantly, Alberca uses the shard and he starts healing his teammates. That's one thing we haven't talked about. So you heal what, 5% for 8 seconds, so that's 40% of your teammates' HP. Even if they get low, you're gonna be getting like 50% of their HP back up. And then it's go time. It's hunting season onto Sigma heroes. And look at it. While they're dead, I really like it. The Cybercats, they're not panicking. They're not pushing in the towers. Like, it doesn't matter. It's all about shoving in the waves. Oh, even the Flicker is there found, but he just wants to stay there with the Ninja Gear. That's gonna be enough for him in terms of movement speed, even though Flicker does give a lot more.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
That Aghanims on the Dawnbreaker, it is a necessity. We need that one. Ags on the Doom might be nice as well. It's gonna make the usage of the Black Hole much tougher. SV top lane does have the Aghanims. Now he's gonna have the charge every 7 seconds. Jesv will be everywhere, and your BKBs are not gonna be as useful as you want. Jesv trying to get away. He does use the bulldoze. Now he's invis. There's the dust. They see him clearly. They know where it is. Sleight of Fist Chains connects. That bulldoze, and it's just gonna remove it. Can they do enough damage? In the end, the Flame Guard will be getting the kill. That is a big one. Every single time you get a hero off the map, you're gonna be happy if you're Sigma. But the waves are what you have to deal with, and the waves are something that you're not dealing with currently. Look at side lanes, mid lane. Every single wave is in your face. But you have 60 seconds to change that. Snaga illusions, they're a problem. Looking at buybacks, 2 on the side of Sigma, 3 on the side of Cybercats. Doom still working towards his Aghanims. Halfway there. Monkey King bar on the Marcy, so if Violent does get on top of the Naga, the real one, he will be able to bring her down. Quite easily, I might add. Actually, if you use the BKB, there's very limited chances of them saving her. I guess you have the lasso, you have the charge, but usually in fights, Cybercats are not going to be focusing on where the real Naga is, but rather to deal the damage. So they're going to have to look what the Marcy is doing. I think if I'm the Spirit Breaker, though, that's my main concern. I'm not really hunting the Ember Spirit. That's not my job. We'll see if it works out. Vanscore almost has an axe. That is an item that can change a lot. Bloodthorn, of course, doesn't care about the mischance. You're still going to be hitting. Disruptor has the blink. Not going to be spotted there by the courier. Courier flying through. Still not seeing the Disruptor. And there it is. He was spotted. He needs to run away. Does have the blink. Will be fine. Ooh, I think Force Majeure, he probably did get spooked there. Having the blink, he'll be okay. Aghanims on the Ember. His speed now is going to be quite big, and going in and out, giving vision to your team, being able to create chaos, it's a necessity. Double Black Hole is ready with the ability to go in with a sleep. Cybercats, they're a dangerous bunch. They're a dangerous bunch. If they play their cards right, Sigma, they have no chance of winning a fight. Aghanims is done on the Dawnbreaker. That could change things. Let's see if it's going to be enough of a damage mitigation for Cybercats to not be able to bring heroes down fast enough. Cybercats moving slowly towards the top lane. Might be up for a very long game here, guys, though it could end in a one big team fight. Imagine if Cybercats use all of their ultis and they mess up and Sigma wins. Even with the buybacks, you would still be in a lot of trouble. But currently, Sigma, look at how clumped up they are. can't do much. They did deal with the bottom lane. It's at least something they're gonna send Vanscore top. Even against the illusions alone, Vanscore is taking so much damage. Does have the havoc hammer there to just allow him to deal with those just a little bit easier. Naga Siren, 40,000 net worth
Radiant's
on
bottom
the
tower
Naga.
is under attack.
Burka
Radiant are
is
scanning.
so strong. Poke again from cybercats. They don't have Alberca with them, but they're gonna be waiting. DD in the river, not the ideal one for Naga. You would rather have the illusions, but it is what it is. I guess this is not the situation where you wait for it. I mean, I would even deny it. You know, who cares? Whoever gets it. Just don't want the Marcy to get it. So it is gonna be Alberca with a DD. I mean, it is a nasty one. Ember charged up, stunned up. Needs to be careful for you. Still gonna be turning on that one. Are they gonna allow it? No, they won't. Going into the backlines. Alberca, he sees the doom. And here comes the bat as well. Connect field and the static storm will be connecting only onto the Rubik. So that's not the ideal one. And there's gonna be a black hole as well. It's not gonna be doing that much. The Enigma has been doomed. It's time for a turn on Sigma. They're doing it. What now? What now when you don't have your double black holes? What now when you're not so strong? Just V is gonna be under the Sentry Ward, but it will be fast enough. They found the Naga has been doomed and literally will be burned down by the fires of hell and by the fires of the spirit of the Ember. And it is gonna be a dead Naga. Will take some time in the end when Violent comes. Just a few hits will be needed. Shira spamming the flame break from the side. He does have the talent from 2 of those. Cybercats, it looked good for them, but they got a little bit ahead of themselves, going too deep, only catching the Rubik, the Doom being outside of it. It's just gonna be fine. Enigma still doesn't have the Lincolns, so doesn't have the option to preventing the Doom. But once the Doom gets his Aghanims, even if you get the Lincolns, it's not going to be changing much. The only one doing damage in that fight was the Bat, and not nearly enough to kill any significant hero. That is the third Roche. The third Roche going towards Sigma. Is it an Axe or is it the Refresher? We're going to be finding out fairly soon. Violent should be taking it down. Without the Naga, you're not defending this. Without the Enigma, you are not defending this Roche. Doesn't have the Unleash any longer. He's not getting any help. So Sigma, they are dealing with the lanes. This is a bit greedy, but it's gonna work out because Cybercats are not punching it whatsoever. This is gonna be an Axe. Let's see if the Marcy gets it. I think it should be given to the Doom if he hasn't bought it just yet, but no, he's gonna take it himself. It's gonna be the Ember getting gone on. He's gonna leave the Remnant back. He is level 25. Not someone to be dealt with easy. So guys, the Aghanims on the Marcy, 20-second less cooldown on Unleash. Every single spell you use lets out a wave, and you do purge things off once you use the ulti. So I guess the you can purge off the Thunder Strike, you can purge off the Malefice, you can purge off the Net and the Sticky Napalm. Not the biggest of things, but it's nice. It's not too bad. A lot of things that the Axe does give, and of course having the pulses do the damage is gonna be quite nice against the Naga. Jesvi dropping low. The Bat is already dead. He's gonna be dying to the Doom. Jesvi does get the charge out, but he's gonna be caught there by Violent. Ooh, nice one coming out from the Marcy and the Rubik there to catch him, and in the end they do bring him down. Aegis and the Cheese on the Marcy. Okay, that's nice. He's not giving this to anyone else. I need to live. That's okay. That's okay. Cybercats, they do have buybacks on their 2 dead heroes. And they have buybacks on 2 of their heroes as well. On the Disruptor and the Naga Siren. Right now, you don't want to be caught without a buyback, especially with this kind of net worth on the Naga. That's the last outer tower down. No, actually, there is going to be one more in the mid lane that Sigma might focus on, but the creeps in the mid lane are a little bit too deep there. If there's a lane that you can easily push out and get to the enemy base easy, that's the mid lane. So even with the overwhelming fight of Cybercats, team fight isn't everything. Sigma, they find an opening in that fight in their jungle, are going to be fine. Now look at the Tower of Violence. He's just crushing it down with the sidekick on him. He cannot stay in the Midnight Pulse though. That is going to be way too much damage for a strength hero to take in, and they get themselves out. Unleashed, downtime, very low. Doom is back on the track, and he does have the Refresher as well as the Aghanims. cybercats, what do? You're 14,000 gold behind. All of your gold is on the Naga. If the Naga gets doomed, the fight is over for you. You need those illusions to continue going through. Spirit Breaker goes for a charge. He's going to be stopping it. Alberca, he needs to be finding the openings, going for a moon shard. So that's not really going to increase his strength all that much. This is going to increase the damage output that he can dish out. But if he gets caught, it's all the same. So Ember wants the refresher, but he's going to be needing the blessing as well. The Aghanim's blessing. Cheese is now on the Rubik. He's the one without the buyback. Aegis will expire in 2 minutes, so in that regard, they're not using too much. Jess V. Not gonna be found just yet. Cybercats are preparing for a fight on the bottom lane. Okay, they're not. They only have 3 heroes here. The other ones not gonna be in the vicinity. The Enigma, their main team fight hero, not close. Rubik going for an axe. Make it even easier to steal the black hole, but so far we haven't seen a single stolen one. Sleight of Fist chains. Shira has been caught. It's gonna be a BKB charge forced out. Maybe you can use this to make something happen. Bats without the BKB. The easiest one. The problem for push for YNT is they get to the base, they get slept. Let's say they have 2 heroes that are relatively close to each other. They get slept, they're gonna lose the fight. So Enigma going for an Octarine. No big items, no Linkens, nothing too defensive. Lotus Orb was used there in the mid lane. Charge was used on it, and everyone is just gonna stop. They don't want to be butting heads in the middle. Violent going for the tower, the last outer tower, not for the side of cybercats, but the last outer tower on the map will fall. Sigma, they claim it. They're 16,000 K gold ahead. Really, net worth doesn't matter at this point. It's all about buybacks, and cybercats, they have all of them. Double life on the Marcy, only for 40 seconds though left. He is going to be farming his buyback fairly soon. He is close to it. Violent, not to be underestimated. This guy does a lot of damage. Those Raxes gonna be dropping down. He's gonna be headbutted by a cow. A very mad one at that. But Marcy is continuing to go forward. Does have the Unleashed. Let's see if he's gonna be using that one. He wants the Raxes. Once he uses the Unleashed, there's probably gonna be a glyph used. And now it's gonna be forced out even without it. The TPs are coming through. Naga Siren is trying to make a play happen there on the bottom lane. The illusions are going to be doing enough for the Ember to come back, but he still does have a remnant. You have 2 heroes that have global presence, and Marcy goes in. Raxes are gone. Sleep will be going through. Oh no, the Ember comes back in the worst possible moment. The Aegis is going to be expiring as well. Oh, this is a complete disaster if they can kill Ember. No, the Rubik pulls him out of that one, and the Ember will be going down, but it doesn't matter. He can buy back. Uropatic thinking about jumping in. He has doomed himself. For now, it seems like there is not going to be a continuation of this fight. They're TPing away. Sigma, they want to run. They don't want to be using the buyback on their Ember. What an unfortunate time to get out, to get in there with the Ember. Would have been so nice if it was just one hero. Next time he's gonna know that he needs to leave a remnant in a more defensive position. Gem will be in the base as well. That's also quite nice there for the side of cybercats. And now it's again same plan. Push out the lanes. Don't allow Sigma to have a place to fight, and then win a fight like this onto the enemy side of the map. They didn't use a single black hole. They have 2 of those, and both of their cooldowns are gonna be coming back a lot before then Sigma had 2 of their heroes back in play. Well, they're leaving the gem there. Not the fan of it, but they have 1 gem on the Disruptor who is going for a refresher. That's gonna be 14 seconds of a static storm. You have a +2 second talent. Man, that's... I don't know how you live through it actually, but we saw it wasn't that easy to kill the Ember even with a Bloodthorn static storm because of the Solar Guardian. Okay, lanes are being pushed in. The top lane not, of course, because Sigma, they did get the super creeps there. Violent. So very tough to deal with. Does have level 25. Okay, this is actually big. What did he lasso? Whatever you did, it was stolen, and that's not looking good. And now the stolen lasso onto the bulldozer. It doesn't matter. That's because he used that one. He actually transferred it on himself. Doom is gonna be using the Doom onto the Enigma there, and the Enigma is now dooming everyone around. And Static Storm will be there, and he gets pushed out, but then pushed in. These guys are playing with me. Decide, do you want to kill me or let me live? He doesn't have a buyback. That's gonna be a big one for sure, because he can't get back in. But he did use the double Doom already. Just thinking he can come out of this one. Not gonna be happening. The Planner Pocket is gonna be stolen by the Rubik. And that was so nice there. That he took some hate onto himself. Doesn't matter though. is still gonna be Sigma protecting their base. None of the tier 3 is falling. They can wait for their doom to come back. Mind you, doesn't have a buyback. He's the only one. So probably his team is looking at him like, what the hell, dude? Cheese is still there. They haven't used it. Nagasar now has a refresher as well in the backpack, but it is there. Well, Burka, he can sing twice. He's like a Dota caster, right? He can sing for a very long time without his throat hurting. No, he needs a refresher. Us here, casters, we're able to do it, no problem. We don't need those Dota items. Anyways, the gold lead now 7k, pretty much negligible. 54 minutes into the game, we might see the tier 5 items here in the second game of the day, the first series. We have one more after this one, but this series, if cybercats wins, it is going to be going to a game 3, and we might have a long day ahead of us here, full of great Dota. Will that happen? Gonna be finding out soon, though. Violent. Boots of travel. Level 2 being delivered. He didn't have a buyback there for a second, but it's coming back up right now. Sleep was used, and that's gonna be force majeure dead. They want more. Ember is very fast. You need to escape. The BKB will be used by Shira, and the Doom will not be there in time. They did have it, but yeah, won't be able to use it in time. If you Doom someone, the TP does get cancelled. 60 seconds on the sidelines for the Disruptor. Takes some time. He does have a buyback. Nagasar, 1,000 last hits right now. So getting over that one there is committing genocide onto the creeps. Whenever he enters the jungle, they're all shaking like, this guy, he killed 1,000 of us. 1,000 of us have died beneath his hands. I was about to say beneath his feet, but actually the Nagasar has no feet. She's a fish. Imagine fish comes out of the water and just destroys everything over that one. No.
Radiant are scanning.
Reminds me of One Punch Man. He is playing against a girl that could be considered that. Violent. I want to be on the bad side of the Marcy. That's going to be the 4th Roach. Refresher is going to be on it. So who's going to be using that one? On the side of Sigma, it might be the Marcy. Double BKB, something that she doesn't have. Is thinking about the Daedalus, so doesn't want the upgraded Blink. Maybe just wants to put the boots into the backpack. Cybercats not coming over. Who's going to be getting this Aegis? Is it going to be Violent? Gonna happen. Aghanim Scepter. Gonna be the Rubik. Give me that one. Now he can steal 2 spells. Now he's in the game. And Rage is gonna be quite good. So stealing the Sleep, stealing the Black Hole. It is gonna be a breeze for Queasy here. We're gonna be keeping our eyes on that one. Might be a double Solar Guardian that we see, wouldn't be too bad. I really like the Marcy 25 talent you give. Oh, Jesse, you're very dead. But anyways, you give the magic resistance, the BKB on someone, and that is huge. If they're inside of the Static Storm, you give it to them, they can pop their BKB. It really can change the fight completely. Ooh, Glimmer Cape, keeping him safe there. The Ember didn't guess right with the Sleight of Fist. Now he has a double of it. He's approaching level 30. Does have a refresher, so you know, having less time on your remnant charges, not that big of a deal. Chira is at the double lasso. If he wants it, everybody's getting refreshers. The ones who don't have a refresher orb, they're getting the shard from the Roche. 3 on the side of Cybercats, 3 on the side of Sigma, and okay, one of them is a shard. 2 cheeses on Sigma, so they're hoping no one there is lactose intolerant. Considering they're not eating them, might be. Violent goes in, starts smacking the tower, the glyph will come out. They have the glimpse. If they want to pull him back, there is going to be a Midnight Pulse as well. That does a lot of damage. Violent, you need to be careful. He's going to be pushed back. The enemy team is even telling him, boy, that is not a good idea. going for it. He can heal onto creeps there, but the Ember actually kills the creeps. So with the sidekick, he's not going to be able to do it. Thank you for making sure that I cannot get my HP back. 20 seconds, he's going to have another one of the Unleash. And considering he has an Aegis, he's probably going to continue going for it. Top lane, Kuropatic. He wants someone, Alberca. He has made his presence known, and now he's going to be found. And there it is. The Doom comes out. He is singing while being doomed. Imagine what kind of a chat he is. Doesn't matter. Just go out with a song. And now that is going to set up for a nice one. They're coming over. They want to save their Ember, and he's going to get the BKB off the black hole onto 2 there. It is not going to be stolen. The Rubik, the Lincoln is going to be there. And now another black hole. Now onto 3. Going to the darkest. They're going to get pulled out of it, pulled into it. But they're still dying. A buyback is coming through. And here comes the Dawnbreaker. You will bring the sun. And it's not going to be a sun into a black hole, but a reverse will happen here for the side of Sigma. They did buy back a couple of heroes, but now cybercats, they don't have their ultis. They don't have a defense, and Sigma can go forward with the Aegis still on their side. It was 3 buybacks coming out on the map, but Alberca was one of them. 2 buybacks on Sigma, 1 on the side of cybercats. Sigma now there in the lead in a really big one. They probably feel invincible and they can go forward. We saw how the Marcy there saved the Ember from the static storm. Gonna be charging forward. Marcy, you don't want to be doing that one. She didn't really want to. Does have the overwhelming blinks. If he jumps on someone, they're gonna be overwhelmed. They're just singing to soothe the Marcy. Gonna be remembering her princess songs as well. That's gonna be relaxing her for a couple of seconds. Now both of them inside of the static storm. That is a big one. The black hole will come out, but it is a stolen one. Rubik is protecting his buddies, and it is gonna be Aegis taken out, but it is not enough. A double kill for you, and he is not done. You've already lost one hero without the buyback. You're gonna lose the second one, but this one does have it. Buyback on the Batrider is also ready. Let's see if they're gonna be going for that one. Stolen black hole from the Rubik, keeping his teammates alive. Going forward, Leitner will be used. Doom jumps forward, and the Solar Guardian is being used. There's another black hole. I have refreshers. I'm gonna go again. It is gonna be castled down, but a little bit too late. 2 heroes without buyback, without black holes. How do you fight? How do you engage? How do you stop this overwhelming force from Sigma? There is gonna be a remove there, a purge from the ban, but it's not gonna stop them from destroying you. You cannot purge fists that are flying in your face. And finally, cybercats will call GG. It is over. Sigma in 60 minutes and 35 seconds. They will win. We didn't see tier 5 items, but we saw a hell of a game 2 between these 2 teams. In the end, Sigma is still gonna be the victor, and we end our first series of the day with a 2-0 score. Some really big fights happening there at the end. In the end, Sigma will be the victors, but I have to give it to cybercats. They did play a really solid game. They knew what to do. Their execution, I think, is actually what I'm thinking is lacking. They have an idea what they need to do. So they're moving around the map. They're pushing out the waves. They're doing everything that their lineup should do. They're itemizing well. But when it comes to execution, I think they're impatient, and that is costing them. That is really costing them. It's 2 games in a row that I'm seeing them being impatient, but actually playing the game properly, playing the map properly, closing down the enemies, understanding what their lineup does. And in the end, though, Sigma gets the win. Sigma, not the biggest fan of their drafts. This one I liked. But you could see that it is still hard for them to engage. But when it does come to team fights, when it does come to coordination, they use their spells well, they jump around, they save each other, and ultimately they win fights and they win games. And that's going to be their, I'd say, second win. Currently, yep, they're going to be 2-2, whilst cybercats are going to be 0-3 with only 1 map victory. But guys, that's going to be it for this series. We're going to be going on a little bit of a longer break. It is going to be a 35-minute break before we go into our second series of the day, and it is going to be YNT versus Hydra. So you're going to have some time to drink something, eat something, relax, and then get ready for the second and, of course, final series for the day here today at the Eastern European DPC. Is going to be YNT versus Hydra. See you after the break.